Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
You know that feeling when you want to sound really smart about something, but maybe don't have time for, well, all the research?
Yeah, the deep dive without the deep time investment.
Exactly. That's what we do. We pull out the important stuff, the surprising bits, the key nuggets for you.
Get you up to speed fast.
Today we are plunging right into Joseph Finder's novel, The Oligarch's Daughter.
Oh, this is a good one. Very relevant.
It really is. Think secrets as weapons, shifting alliances. Basically, one guy caught in this huge international mess of power, lies, and serious danger.
And our goal today, we're going to unpack the main events, the characters, give you a really vivid sense of what happens in this book.
Yeah, lay it all out.
So you'll understand this whole high stakes world, espionage, betrayal, constant pursuit.
You'll definitely walk away knowing the core story and why it all matters.
Absolutely. Ready to jump in.
Let's do it. Okay, so the story revolves around Nick Heller.
Yeah.
He's our main guy. He's a former Special Forces intelligence officer. Now he's like this elite private spy.
A private spy, yeah. That captures it. Known for being super discreet, very tenacious.
And maybe willing to bend a few rules.
Oh, definitely. Especially when he thinks it's for the right reasons, for justice.
So right away, he gets this mission from the U.S. government. It sounds kind of hush-hush.
Extremely hush-hush.
Hush.
Urgent, delicate. The job is basically find Anna Chertoff,
And she is.
the daughter of Dima Chertoff. Now, Dima, he's not just some rich dude. He's a major Russian oligarch.
Okay.
We're talking deep Kremlin connections, rumors of serious criminal ties.
Yeah.
The whole package.
And his daughter disappears on U.S. soil.
Exactly, which is politically explosive. So the order Nick gets is super vague.
What do they tell him?
Just find her, keep it quiet, do not stir the hornet's nest.
Wow, don't stir the hornet's nest. That sounds ominous.
Right, and Nick picks up on that immediately. His gut feeling is strong.
What tells him it's not just a standard missing person case?
Well, it's that vagueness, mostly, and the sheer political weight. They don't say rescue her or bring her back safely.
Just find her, keep it quiet.
Yeah, the emphasis is on quiet, on not making waves. That phrase, don't stir the hornet's nest, to someone like Nick.
Means there's definitely a hornet's nest there already.
Precisely, and it's probably way more dangerous than they're letting on.
Okay, fascinating. So Nick starts digging. And Anna, the daughter, she's not what you'd expect either, is she?
Not at all. She's not just some spoiled, rich girl. She's described as brilliant, really politically aware.
And rebellious.
Very. She actively rejected her father's world, his, corruption. She wanted her own life.
How does Nick figure this out? What's his process?
He starts looking into her life. She was at an Ivy League school, but under an alias.
Trying to stay off the radar.
Exactly. He looks at her contacts, activists, people like that,
Mm-hmm.
finds encrypted digital trails, and then there's surveillance footage.
What does that show?
It shows her moving very carefully, deliberately, like she knew she might be watched or was already running.
So she wasn't snatched randomly. She was maybe trying to escape something.
That's what it looks like. It feels much more like an escape than, say, a kidnapping.
Okay, so she's smart, she's proactive, but Nick poking around doesn't go unnoticed, does it?
Not for long, no. Suddenly, there are guys following him, professionals, clearly.
Oh.
His calls get intercepted. And then a journalist who was apparently trying to contact Anna just vanishes.
Whoa. Okay, so someone powerful is definitely watching Nick now.
Absolutely. And this leads to the big reveal, the core of it all.
What's at that?
It turns out Anna might have information, classified stuff, evidence.
Against her father?
Yes, but not just him. It could implicate certain U.S. officials, too, in a huge conspiracy spanning continents.
Wow. Okay, so this is way bigger than just family drama.
Way bigger. It's about global power, corruption, and the really chilling part for Nick.
What?
He starts to suspect that his own employers, the U.S. government people who hired him, they might be more interested in damage control, keeping this whole thing buried rather than actually finding Anna safely.
So even the people who hired him might not be on his side. Or on her side, rather.
Exactly. It puts him in a really difficult position.
So if her own government seems more worried about keeping secrets than her safety, Nick must realize her disappearance wasn't random at all.
Absolutely. It becomes clear it's a calculated move by very powerful people to silence her.
And what is it she knows? What's she trying to expose?
It seems to be this hidden network of corruption, shady financial deals, hidden money flows.
So,
but also these covert alliances between, say, Russian oligarchs like her father and seemingly legitimate players in the U.S.
So not just crime, but influencing politics, maybe.
That's the implication. Political leverage, hidden influence. And for Nick, suddenly the stakes are through the roof.
Because he's not just looking for a missing person anymore.
No, he's stumbled right into this geopolitical minefield where you can't tell who's an ally and who's an enemy.
And this takes him out of the U.S., doesn't it? The search goes international.
It does. The trail leads him from Boston to D.C. and then boom, across the Atlantic to Europe.
Where does he go in Europe?
He ends up in Paris first, has this really tense meeting with an old intelligence contact.
What does the contact say?
Basically warns him off, tells him he's on a collision course with serious international espionage players.
Like state actors?
State actors, powerful private groups, people who are hunting Anna, not to rescue her, but to make sure she stays silent. Permanently.
Jeez. Meanwhile, her father, Dima Chertoff, he's also looking for her, right? With his own resources.
Oh, yeah. He's launched this massive parallel operation to find her. But like you said earlier...
It's not about fatherly love.
Not at all. It's purely about what she knows. His whole empire, his reputation, it's all built on secrets.
If she talks, it could all come crashing down.
Exactly. So he sees her as a massive liability, a threat to be neutralized, not a daughter to protect.
Which puts Nick in an even worse spot.
Incredibly dangerous. He's got professional killers after him, double agents potentially, and government operatives from different countries.
And he can't trust anyone.
Pretty much. He has to question everyone's motives, even, as we mentioned, the people who first gave him the job.
Okay, so the pressure is immense. He finally finds her, though. Where?
Yeah, he tracks her down, and it's in a really unexpected place, this safe house, used by underground journalists, way out in Eastern Europe.
And what's her reaction when he shows up? Relief? Gratitude?
Nope, neither. She's not surprised, really, but definitely not grateful. She is deeply suspicious.
Of him? Of anyone offering help?
Of everyone. She's learned the hard way not to trust. She's already survived one assassination attempt, possibly more.
Wow.
She knows how ruthless the game is, and she knows, like, with certainty, that her own father would rather see her dead.
That's chilling. And she has the proof, right? The information.
She does. It's on a flash drive. It's not just random data. It's apparently a meticulous record. Financial networks, shell companies, coded messages.
The kind of stuff that could
unravel everything. Implicate huge international figures, shake up global politics, cause financial chaos. It's dynamite.
So Nick finds her. He wants to help, maybe get her to safety with U.S. authorities.
That's his initial thought. Negotiate some kind of protection. But Anna, she flat out refuses.
Why?
She doesn't trust the system, any system. She sees it all as corrupt, protecting the powerful.
So what does she want to do?
She wants the truth out there, but through independent channels. Journalists she trusts, watchdog groups, justice, but on her own terms.
Incredibly defiant. How does Nick react to that? He's usually pragmatic, right?
He is, but this changes something in him. It stops being just a job.
It becomes personal.
Yeah, in a way. He starts to see Anna as more than just the mission objective. He sees her as like a symbol of resistance.
Someone fighting back against impossible odds.
Exactly. Someone willing to risk everything because it's the right thing to do, and that resonates with him. Her sheer conviction makes him reevaluate.
So he decides to help her, on her terms.
Reluctantly, maybe at first, but yes. He agrees to help her get the information out her way, even though it puts him in even more danger.
So now they're running together.
Right.
Across borders, dodging surveillance.
Dodging killers. Killers funded by potentially both Russian and American interests who want that data buried.
It's like a global chase scene.
Pretty much. And while they're on the run, Nick uncovers even more disturbing stuff.
Like what?
He starts connecting the dots, seeing how deep the rot goes. Double agents high up in Western intelligence, corruption in private security firms he used to respect.
And this idea of a deep state alliance.
Yeah, this shadowy network of powerful figures across different sectors who cooperate behind the scenes to maintain control and stop anyone who threatens them.
It sounds less like conspiracy theory and more like just how things work in that world.
Finder paints it as the grim reality of power at that level. These aren't just isolated incidents, it's a system.
You mentioned a scene at a Swiss mountain resort, an ambush.
Yeah, that's a really tense sequence. They think they might be safe. It's this upscale place, diplomats, financiers milling around.
Neutral territory, supposedly.
Yeah. And bam, an ambush. They barely escape. It's brutal and happens right out in the open, almost.
What does that moment do to Nick?
It really drives home the point that nowhere is safe, and it makes him realize this isn't just about Anna or her father or even this one conspiracy.
Get bigger.
It's about the whole machinery, the hidden influence, the global control systems that operate beneath the surface. It shows him just how far these people will go.
Okay, so they survive that. They have the data. What's the climax? How do they get it out?
They manage it. They find the right people, these brave independent journalists, some international watchdog organizations.
People outside the compromised systems.
Exactly. And a few trustworthy allies still left inside the intelligence world. They leak the data.
And what happens then? Does it work?
Oh, it works. It hits the news like a global earthquake. Headlines everywhere.
Consequences.
Real consequences. Political careers implode overnight. Financial empires start to shake. Some crumble. Arrests are made.
But not everyone gets caught.
No, and that's a realistic Touchfinder includes. Some of the biggest players, the real architects behind it all, they manage to slip away, disappear into the shadows. For now, anyway.
What about Dimitrov, the father?
He's definitely wounded, exposed, weakened. He has to retreat, lick his wounds. But he's still out there, still dangerous.
And Anna knows he'll come after her eventually.
Yeah, that's the lingering threat. The price she pays for telling the truth. It's not over for her.
And Nick, what happens to him? How does this whole ordeal change him?
It changes him profoundly. He actually turns down the payment for the job.
Really? For a private spy, that's huge.
It is. It shows he's moved beyond just the transaction. He's been affected by Anna's courage, by the stakes, by seeing the ugliness up close.
So he just walks away.
He walks away, yeah. Knowing he made a difference, even if it was just one battle against these huge forces, he realizes these small victories matter. It's a shift from just being a hired gun to something more.
Wow. So the oligarch's daughter, it's definitely more than just a standard thriller, isn't it?
Absolutely. It uses the thriller framework, but it holds up a mirror to, well, a lot of things happening in the world today.
It's smart, it makes you think, but it's also got that, adrenaline rush.
Totally. Intellectually rich and pulse pounding at the same time.
And through Nick Heller's journey, we really see how fragile truth can be.
Yeah, and how lonely and dangerous the path is for those who try to defend it.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Go for it.
In a world where information itself is treated like a weapon, how do you figure out who's actually fighting for truth and who's just fighting for control?
That's a great question to chew on.
Something to think about.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the oligarch's daughter. Hope you found it insightful.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Until next time, stay curious, keep asking questions, and yeah, keep seeking the truth.